Magicbricks Now special then, our brand new series, Looking Beyond Metros. This is where we get to the lowdown on locations that offer homes in the sub 50 lakh rupees category. You would recall that the Finance Minister announced an additional tax exemption on home loans for first-time home buyers in that particular budget, providing the home costing under 50 lakh rupees. After reviewing Surat, Ahmedabad and Jaipur, today we'll head south. My colleague Suyesha Sawant helps us break down the Kochi market. Suyesha, all yours.
Kochi is the commercial capital of Kerala, and a lot of investments have gone into the city lately. A lot of IT activities are happening here. The key developers who are building here and coming up with projects here include Prestige, Sobha, Purvankara and DLF. Also because it's also on its way to becoming a smart city. A lot of, like I said, IT activities happening here, which is leading to employment generation. The metro is also being planned here. The most important infrastructure project which is being looked at is the airport Seaport Link Road. Phase 1 is operational, which is between the airport and Kakanar. The other phase, which is between Kakanar to the port, which will make it into an expressway, that is still, the work is happening on that. Even the social infrastructure is fairly developed. Lulu Group is coming up with a lot of projects here. Talking about the residential development, of course, previously people used to prefer to buy bungalows or plots, but now the trend of apartments is slowly picking up. Talking about the market, on an average, the market varies anywhere between 1200 to 1800 rupees per square foot. A lot of the demand in terms of investment comes in from NRIs who work in the Gulf. They are the ones who basically invest here. The main challenge here is that to generate rental income, because either people buy here from the end use point of view, and even these NRIs who buy here, they buy property from a long-term perspective, from a long-term investment perspective. The key areas here include Marine Drive, especially the sea face homes here can go up to 12,000 rupees per square foot. The prime areas, like I said, Marine Drive, Panampilli Nagar, they are anywhere between 7,000 to 10,000 rupees a square foot. A lot of activities now picking up in areas like Kakanar, Vaitala Junction, Marar and Aluva. Here the prices are anywhere between 3,500 to 4,000 rupees a square foot.
Suyesha Sawant there getting us the lowdown on the Kochi market. Thank you so much for that, Suyesha. To get a better perspective on the Kochi market, we have with us Preetham Mehra, who heads the southern market at CBRE. Preetham, thank you so much for joining us live here on the Property News and Magicbricks. Now tell us, if I am a first-time home buyer and I have 50 lakh rupees to buy a home, how would you rate the Kochi market for me?
See, Kochi is an extremely important market from the context of Kerala. It's the commercial capital of that state, and it has seen a lot of commercial development over the last few years with the introduction of Info Park and now the introduction of Smart City. The market has always been good from a residential development standpoint, except that a lot of buyers in that market are NRIs who work in the Middle East. So that market, if you're looking at from a Kerala standpoint, is a great market to invest in. But you know, it's primarily been driven by NRIs who work out of the Middle East in the region.
All right, Preetham, let's get into specifics then. What are the areas you would recommend, and more importantly, how much appreciation is one likely to witness, say, in the next 3 to 5 year horizon?
Okay, see, there are a lot of infrastructure initiatives that are being planned in that city. So one of the primary drivers for that city is going to be the shortlisting of that city, as part of the top 20 smart city initiatives. The second thing is the metro, which is currently under construction. The city is going to have a metro rail connection in the near future, and this will definitely have a positive impact on the real estate development activity and on residential sales. Some locations have emerged as clear preferred locations in that city, including Kakanad or Vaitala Junction, where a lot of residential activity has already happened. Some of the other established locations in the city include Marine Drive, where a lot of national level developers have developed projects. So these few locations will see continued interest from potential buyers.
All right, Preetham, one last final question before we let you go. According to you, tell us, what are the risks as far as the Kochi market is concerned for an investor?
The risk primarily for this market is that it is dependent very heavily on the economy in the Middle East and directly and indirectly related to the global oil prices. So once the situation improves there, things will improve here. If the situation continues to remain muted, we'll see that impact happening in this market.
All right, Preetham, we will let it go at that. Preetham Mehra of CBRE, thank you so much for taking time out to be this year on the Property News on Magicbricks Now.